Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome once again to Red Dragon Model Works. It is January the 29th, Tuesday. It's about 9 in the morning. It is cold as hell outside. I'm right outside of Chicago, and we've got hit with that Arctic blast. So it's about -2 right now. We're looking at about maybe -12 before the day's up. And then overnight, tomorrow it's going to hit with the wind chill -50, but we'll see. Typical Chicagoland weather, man. We haven't had this in a long time, and well, we were due for it. So if you're in the Midwest, in the Ohio Valley, and I know it's heading east, you guys be careful, man. Stay warm, It's cold out there. So anyway, I just want to update you guys on the Predator figure and a Superman bust that I'm doing. Now, both of them can be found here, NY3D Creations. I'll leave the link down below in case anyone is interested in them. I'll tell you what, there's some damn good figures, guys. If you guys are following me on Instagram, I'll leave that link below. And also on the Red Dragon Model Works and the Styrene Syndicate, Red Dragon Model Works and Styrene Syndicate Facebook pages, you've already seen what I'm about to show you. It's the update, for it. Also, I haven't put much on the Google Plus pages because I think by October of this year, Google Plus will be gone from what they're saying. And also the Google Hangouts, as we know them, will be gone. There's a different thing that's coming up, and we'll discuss that in another video. But anyway, grab yourself a cup of coffee. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll show you what I've been up to here in Red Dragon's Smaug's Cave. Be back in the jiff, guys. Okie dokie. This is what I've been working on along with a couple of other ones, but this is the one that's almost complete. He's about maybe a good 70% done. The body work is done other than a few little, like the armbands here, the belt, a little wash that'll go on this, to dirty it up just a little bit, add a little grime to him. But for the most part, the figure itself is done. Now I'm going to start working on the base. For that, I had picked up some of these. I picked up a bag of these on Amazon. And what I did, they're little terrain, jungle terrain, I guess you want to call it, tropical plants. But they're plastic. So what I did was, when I got them here, I primed them with some Styrene green, let them sit. Now I'm going to go in with an airbrush on an angle, and then some pigments, and then give them some life. But these are going to go like right around here. There's going to be a little bit bigger base. Use some, what is it? Where is it? Some Sculpey or whatever. Put some texture on the base. Add these to the base. And then there'll be a wider base where there'll be more stuff on there. But this piece, I was waiting for this to come in. And during last week's hangout, today's Tuesday, it's about 9 a.m. On last Friday's hangout, I painted this. Had it all done. As you can see, it's been stripped. And then I started adding the gore to it, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I went back and redid it. Dropped it in the purple pan, cleared it off, and I'm going to go back and redo it. I'll sand some of this off. But it just didn't look right. The gore didn't look right to me. But I'm going to show you. I was asked what paints I used on this, and a lot of this is all MIG, Optolong paints, the oil paints. Other than the base coat, which was Styrene Flesh. There's some ink in there, but the rest of it is all oil paint. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I know the light's kind of harsh, but there is there's a texture on his skin right there. And then I had to go in. Let me see if I can focus this a little better. I had to go in, and then like here, you'll see the little dots. I didn't want them too freckly, so I put some dots there. There's some dots, I call them the freckles, on his belly there coming up, along his sides there, on his arm, And I don't know if you'll see them, but they're on his head there. And right now, there's the way that the light's hitting it, you can't really see them, but they're right here alongside the head. Along the back of his arms there, down his back of his legs. But yeah, there's a an almost flesh tone to him. I guess you guys, I don't know if you can see that. That's also oil paint. So I had to wait and then let the oil paint dry, you know, because I kept handling it and I had to keep going over it. So now a couple of days it sat there and dried. I'm gonna I threw a dull coat on. I'm gonna throw one more dull coat on there just to protect it, and then he's good to go. I'm gonna work a little bit more here because what I want to do, if I can get in there, let me see if I can get that to focus just a little better. Hold on, let me get the focus on that. There's his face. Now what I want to do here is I want to add some future or some gloss inside the mouth, and maybe with some Uhu glue, you know, give him some saliva, you know, but and then gloss up his eyes just a little bit more. But for the most part, he's done. You know, the actual figure for the most part is done. So let me zoom back out. So there he is. That's where I'm at with him. I was again. I'm doing this because I was asked, "Hey Gil, you haven't put anything up. Let's check out that Predator figure." Well, there he is. Once this, I'm gonna work on this today. It's cold as heck here in Chicagoland right now. It's -2 right now. We're supposed to hit -50 tonight and tomorrow, and then over the weekend it's gonna jump back into the 40s. Like I always say, if you don't like the weather in Chicago, stick around a little bit. Anyway, if any of you are interested in this figure, you can go right here, NY3D Creations, this brother right here. I'll leave the link down below for his eBay page. It's a damn good figure, guys. Beautiful figure. But again, fair warning, it doesn't come with this. It comes with a spear. And then he's got two faces, the mask and that. Which the mask, that's the other thing, is going to go here on his hand. So like he just tore off the mask and he's doing a little screaming. So I wanted to show you on this little turntable I picked up on Amazon. It's a damn good turntable. I'll leave the link for that down below also in case you're interested. These mats here, in case anybody wants to know where I got them from, they're from a company called MacroMats. Yeah, MacroMats. I'll leave that link down below also. So there's him. That's what he's looking like. I'm gonna start try to finish him up this week, at least get the base started, and then I started on this guy right here. Now this is also from NY3D Creations, the Superman bust. Now he has a Superman figure also, but this is the bust, and I kind of went backwards with this one. I should have done the skin tone first, but I didn't. So I got to do his skin tone and his hair now. But I finished this up, did a little work on that. Let me see if I can get just a little closer so you guys can see. A little closer, right there. Let's get that focused. There we go. Let me turn him this way. So yeah, that's the Superman bust. Those eyes, they started off as what do you call those? Those Archer decals. But I didn't really like the way they looked, so I went in with was it a double-aught brush, and I believe it was the blue from Reaper, the blue liner paint from Reaper, and went in there and touched them up a little bit. Did a little black around the iris, touched up, made them a little whiter. I wanted them to look a little cartoony. Then I added a couple of dots of white in there, just to make them a little better. But yeah, they started out as Archer decals. So the reason there's blue on his hair here is because if you look at the cartoon, there's blue there. It's not gonna be that blue. I still got to do the hair, but there'll be blue highlights there. So yeah, that also is from NY3D Creations. If again, the link will be down below if you guys are interested in it. I'll show you. Go check them out, man. It's pretty good stuff. Be back in a second. So, there you have it. Again, I'll leave the links for the products I just showed you. If you, in case you guys are wondering about that backdrop, that comes with 3 of them from MacroMats. I'll leave that link down below. If you're looking for a decent turntable, man, that's not going to burn out on you in a week or 2, I'll leave that link below also. So same thing with the foliage that I pick up. I'll leave the links all down below. But yeah, I picked up 2 other kits recently from NY3D Creations, which was a T'Challa, the Black Panther, and also a Catwoman. Now, both of those figures are, again, 3D resin from this brother right here. eBay page down below. I'll do like a build paint series on those. I've been asked, how come I don't do anything like that anymore? It's just, there's a variety of reasons. One being, I just don't have the time, lately with my grandson. But now that he's here with me, and my daughter, they live in the apartment next door to us. I've got a little bit more time to do things, like that. So I'm gonna start updating that. And then I have a tack-on King Tiger that I'm also going to be showing you. I'm just waiting for some ferrule tracks to come in. I've never used ferrule tracks before, so I'm gonna try them, see what happens. I'm not an armor builder, and sometimes this stuff here, But anyway, I hope nothing but the best for each and every one of you. Guys, build. There's a lot of good content out here on YouTube. A lot of new builders, a lot of new car builders, sci-fi builders, figure painters, etc. Go check them out, man. Sub them. Drop a comment here and there. I was asked the other day, what do I do? A younger kid, a YouTuber just coming. He's got like 4 or 5 videos up, and they're private still. I'm trying to convince him to go live, but he says, "What do you do about this?" I says, "Ignore them. You're gonna get that. They're not gonna like your hair, your face, your clothes. Ignore them." And that's the same with all you guys. I've seen a couple of videos where people were kind of despondent about that. I said, man, don't let them bother you. It's the internet. Everybody's got their keyboard ninjas. So just do you, man. Enjoy your hobby. Have fun doing it. Find a group that you want to belong to. It doesn't matter what it is. Find a group. Find a group of guys that kind of align with what you think, and learn. Stick around, have fun, enjoy yourselves. So anyway, I'll have while I'm working on this base, I think I'll do a couple of little short 5-minute videos of me doing the base. Same thing with the Superman, painting the base. He's basically done, other than the base and the skin tone and the hair. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of that, how I work on the base. And then we'll do the build videos for the Catwoman and I forgot I have the Azog, the Defiler from the Lord of the Rings, and that one also I'll do a painting video on that too. So you guys stay safe, stay healthy. If you're in the path of this cold winter blast, man, try to stay warm, man. If your cars are outside, go out and start them up here and there, and don't let them get too low on gas. That'll freeze up in your lines. Stay safe, stay healthy, be good to your children, love your families. Leave the drama to the goddamn queens, man, and by all means, brothers, by all means, build a goddamn model or paint a figure, man. This is Gilbert, Red Dragon Model Works, wishing you all peace. Until next time, man. Ciao.